the dark night. Fox was very excited all winter. He had been asleep under a stone, and now it was spring. He was on his way back to his pond. On the way, he parked into Bugle, Badger, and Hedgehog. Then he played Left Fox with Rabbit and Dormouse. Suddenly, he saw as it was getting dark, so he borrowed a lantern from Dormouse, and off he went to the wood, through the pond. The wind blew in the tree. Squeak, squeak, when the lantern at it sprang from side to side, and the dark was all around. When Fox reached his home, he put the lantern down behind him and was just about to jump into the water when he saw a huge black pond monster with enormous claws coming out of the reef. Fox grabbed the lantern and hopped as fast as he could back through the wood. That huge monster in the pond, he cried, "Are you sure?" laughed Hedgehog. Fox, not trembling. "All right," said Hedgehog calmly. "We'll have a look together, and I come to say Dormouse." Off they went through the wood. The wind blew the tree with squeak. When the lantern went for, "Wait for me," cried Dormouse, and the dark was all around. Soon Hedgehog and Frog reached the pond. "Now," said Hedgehog, "where is monster?" "There it," cried Fox. It was bigger than before, with enormous claws and terrible night thou is back run cry hedgehog pond monster what are is chocolate meat a monster that not no shark stings as monster come and see for yourself, said hedgehog. Towering, all right, said rabbit. I never swim in my pond again. Snapped fox as they set off through the wood. Blew the wind in the tree, squeak. When the lantern wait for me, cries draw out, and the dark was all around. It wasn't long before they were back at the pond. Rabbit, hedgehog, and frog crippled to the water. There it was again, the big pond monster. It was bigger than ever. It has enormous claws, terrible spikes down its back, two big horns, and waving arms. Run for your life, yelled Rabbit, racing back through the wood with Hedgehog and Frog close behind. What's going on? asked Badger. So they told him all about it. Come along, Badger said. I like to see this monster of yours. And off they went. One more woo how the wind squeaks when the lantern wait for me, cried Dormouse, and the dark was all around. As they reached the pond, a heap of blast of wind came through the tree and blew out all the lantern. I can see a monster, said Badger. At last, that's because it's too dark. It whispered Frog, and they all stood waiting in the moonlight for something to happen. Just then, Dormouse caught up with the other. At last, she shouted, waving from the bank. Badger, Rabbit, Hedgehog, and Frog looked and dormouse, and then they look at the small black shape waving from the reeds. Look at, said Hedgehog. That's not a pond monster, said Rabbit. That dormouse shadow, said Frog. Will I never, said Badger. You were frightened of your shadow all the time. The four friends laughed and laughed and laughed. Hurry, Quail Fox. They're not monsters after all, and we're a huge happy space. He leaped into his pond, lovely pond at last.